Welcome to Torah Truth for Us with Linda.
The steadfast love of Yehovah never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning, new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness, O Yah. Great is thy faithfulness. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. They are new every morning, new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness, O Yah. Great is thy faithfulness. Yehovah is my portion, says my soul. Therefore I have hope in him. Yehovah is good to those who wait for him, to the person who seeks him. Great is thy faithfulness.
The Book of Exodus, Shemot, chapters 10, verse 1 through 13, verse 16. Bo. And Yehovah said to Moses, Go to Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the hearts of his servants, that I may show these signs of mine before him, that you may tell in the hearing of your son and son of your son the mighty things I have done in Egypt, and my signs which I have done among them, that you may know that I am Yehovah. And Moses and Aaron came in to Pharaoh and said to him, Thus says Yehovah, Elohei of the Hebrews, how long will you refuse to humble yourself before me? Let my people go, that they may serve me. Or else if you refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow I will bring locusts into your territory, and they will cover the face of the earth, so that no one will be able to see the earth. And they shall eat the residue of what is left, which remains to you from the hail, and they shall eat every tree which grows up for you out of the field. And they shall fill your houses, and the houses of your servants, and all the houses of Egypt, which neither your fathers nor your fathers' fathers have seen since the day that they were on the earth to this day. And he turned, and he went out from Pharaoh. And the servants of Pharaoh said unto him, Until when shall this man be a snare to us? Let the men go, that they may serve the Yehovah their God. Do you not know that Egypt is destroyed? So Moses and Aaron were brought again to Pharaoh, and he said to them, Go, serve the Yehovah your God. Who are the ones who are going? And Moses said, We will go with our young and our old, with our sons and our daughters, with our flocks and our herds we will go, for we must hold a feast to Yehovah. And he said to them, May it happen that Yehovah be with you, when I let you and little ones go. Beware, for evil is before your face. Not so. You men go now and serve the Yehovah. for that is what you desired. And they were driven out from the presence of Pharaoh. And Yehovah said to Moses, Stretch out your hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come upon the land of Egypt, and eat every herb of the land, all that the hail has left. And Moses stretched out his staff over the land of Egypt, and Yehovah brought an east wind on the land all that day and all that night. When it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts, and the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt and rested on all the territory of Egypt. The locusts were very numerous, such as there had been previously, nor shall there be such after them. For they covered the face of all the earth, so that the land was darkened. And they ate every herb of the land, and all the fruit of the trees that had not fell from the hail. And there remained not anything green on the trees, or on the plants of the field throughout all the land of Egypt. And in haste Pharaoh called Moses and Aaron and said, I have sinned against Jehovah your God, and against you, and therefore please forgive my sin only this once, and entreat Jehovah your God, that he may take away only this death from me. And he went out from Pharaoh and entreated Jehovah. And Jehovah turned a very mighty west wind, which took away the locusts and blew them into the Red Sea. Not one locust remained there in all the land of Egypt. And Jehovah hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he did not let the sons of Israel go. And Jehovah said to Moses, Stretch out your hand toward the heavens, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even that the darkness may be felt. And Moshe stretched out his hand toward the heavens, and there was thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They did not see one another, nor did anyone rise from his place 3 days. But all the sons of Israel had light in their dwellings. And Pharaoh called to Moshe and said, Go serve the Yehovah, only let your flocks and your herds be kept back. Also, your little ones may go with you. But Moses said, You must also give us sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice to Jehovah our God. And our livestock shall also go with us. Not one hoof shall be left behind, for we must take some of them to serve Jehovah Eloheinu. And even we do not know how we must serve the Jehovah until we arrive there. But Jehovah hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he would not let them go. And Pharaoh said to him, Get away from me. Take heed to yourself, and see my face no more. For in the day you see my face, you shall die. And Moses said, You have spoken well. I shall never see your face again. And Jehovah said to Moses, I will bring one more plague on Pharaoh and on Egypt. Afterward he will let you go from this place. When he lets you go, surely altogether he will drive you out from this place. Speak now in the hearing of the people, and let every man ask from his neighbor and every woman from her neighbor articles of silver and articles of gold. And Jehovah gave the people favor in the sight of Egypt, Moreover, the man Moshe was very great in the land of Egypt in the sight of the servants of Pharaoh, and in the sight of the people. And Moses said, Thus says Yehovah, about midnight I will go out into the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sits on his throne, even to the firstborn of the maidservant who is behind the handmill, and all the firstborn of the animals. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as was never like it, nor shall be like it again. But against any of the sons of Israel not even a dog will threaten, nor anything, from person to animal, so that you may learn how Jehovah distinguishes between Egypt and Israel. And all your servants shall come down and bow down to me, saying to me, You and all the people who follow you, get out. And after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in great anger. And Jehovah said to Moshe, Pharaoh will not heed you, so that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh. And Jehovah hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he did not let the sons of Israel go out of his land. And Jehovah spoke to Moshe and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be your beginning of months. It shall be to you the first month of the year. Speak to all the congregation of Israel, saying, On the 10th day of this month every man shall take for himself a lamb according to the house of his father, a lamb for a household. And if the household is too small for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next to his household take one proportion of the lamb, according to the number of what each one eats. Your lamb shall be a male, a year old, without blemish. You may take it from the sheep, or from the goats, and you shall keep it until the 14th day of this month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it at twilight. And they shall take some of the blood, and put it on the 2 doorposts and on the lintel of the houses which they eat in it. And they shall eat the flesh on this night, roasted in fire, and with unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Do not eat it raw, nor boiled, not boiled with water at all, but roasted in fire, its head with its legs and its entrails. And you shall let none of it remain until morning, and what remains of it until morning you shall burn with fire. And thus you shall eat it with a belt on your waist, your sandals on your feet, and your staff in your hand. So you shall eat it in haste. It is Jehovah's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt on this night, and will strike all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from man and to beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am Jehovah. And the blood shall be a sign for you on the houses where you are, and when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be on you to destroy you when I strike the land of Egypt. And this day shall be a memorial to you, and you shall keep it as a feast to Jehovah throughout your generations. By an everlasting ordinance you shall keep it as a feast. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread. On the first day you shall remove leaven from your houses, for whoever eats leavened bread, that person shall be cut off from Israel. from the first day until the seventh day. And on the first day there shall be a holy convocation, and on the seventh day there shall be a holy convocation. No manner of work shall be done for you on them, but that which every person must eat, only that may be prepared by you. And you shall observe unleavened bread, for on this same day I will have brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore you shall observe this day throughout your generations for an everlasting ordinance. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at evening, you shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at evening. 7 days no leaven shall be found in your houses, since whoever eats what is leavened, that same person shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether a stranger or a native of the land. Anything leavened you shall not eat in all your dwellings. You shall not eat. You shall eat unleavened bread. And Moshe called for all the elders of Israel and said to them, pick out and take for yourselves lambs according to your families, and kill the Passover. And you shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in a basin, and strike unto the lintel and the 2 doorposts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out of the door of his house until morning. For Yehovah will pass through to strike Egypt, and when he sees the blood on the lintel and on the 2 doorposts, Yehovah will pass over the door, and not allow the destroyer to come into your houses to strike you. And you shall observe this thing as an ordinance for you and your sons forever. And it shall come to pass, when you come to the land which Jehovah will give you, just as he promised, that you shall keep this service. And it shall be, when your children say to you, what do you mean by this service? That you shall say, it is the Passover sacrifice of Jehovah, who passed over the houses of the sons of Israel in Egypt, when he struck Egypt and delivered our households. And the people bowed their heads and worshipped. And the sons of Israel went away and did just as Jehovah had commanded Moses and Aaron, so they did. And it came to pass at midnight that Jehovah struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh, who sat on his throne, to the firstborn of the captive who was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of livestock. And Pharaoh rose in the night, he and all his servants, and all Egypt. And there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night, and said, rise, go out from among my people, both you and the sons of Israel. Go serve Jehovah, as you have said. Also your flocks and your herds take, as you have said, and be gone. Bless me also. And Egypt urged the people that they might send them in haste out of the land, for they said, we shall all be dead. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, having bound up their kneading bowls in their clothes on their shoulders. And the sons of Israel had done according to the word of Moses. And they had asked articles of silver, and asked for articles of gold and clothing from Egypt. And Jehovah had given the people favor in the sight of Egypt, and they granted them what they requested. Thus they plundered Egypt. And the sons of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Sukkot, about 600,000 men on foot, besides children. And also a mixed multitude went up with them in flocks and herds, a great deal of livestock. And they baked the dough which they had brought out of Egypt, unleavened cakes. For it was not leavened, because they were driven out of Egypt, and could not wait, nor had they prepared provisions for themselves. Now the sojourn of the sons of Israel who lived in Egypt was 430 years. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, on this same day, that all the armies of Jehovah went out from the land of Egypt. And it is a night of solemn observance to Jehovah for bringing them out of the land of Egypt, that this night is a solemn observance of Jehovah for all the sons of Israel throughout their generations. And Jehovah said to Moshe ve'Aaron, this is the statute of the Passover. Any son of a foreigner shall not eat it, but every servant of a man who is bought for money, and when you have circumcised him, then he may eat it. A sojourner and a hired servant shall not eat it. In one house it shall be eaten. You shall not carry it outside the house, none of the flesh outside, nor one of the bones shall you break. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when a stranger dwells with you and wants to keep the Passover to Jehovah, let all his males be circumcised. Then let him come near and keep it, and he shall be as a native of the land. For no uncircumcised person shall eat it. One Torah shall be for the native born, and for the stranger who dwells among you. Thus the sons of Israel did all Jehovah commanded Moses and Aaron, so they did. And it came to pass on this very same day that Jehovah brought the sons of Israel out of the land of Egypt according to their armies. And Jehovah spoke to Moshe, saying, consecrate to me all the firstborn, whatever opens the womb among the sons of Israel, of man and beast, it is mine. And Moses said to the people, remember this day in which you went out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, for by strength of the hand of Jehovah brought you out. No leavened bread shall be eaten of this place. On this day you are going out in the month of Abib. And it shall be, when Jehovah brings you into the land of the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Amorite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite, which he swore to your fathers to give you, a land flowing with milk and honey, that you shall keep this service in this month. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread. And on the 7th day there shall be a feast to Jehovah. Unleavened bread shall be eaten for 7 days, and no unleavened bread shall be seen among you, nor leaven shall be seen among you in all your quarters. And you shall tell your son in that day, saying, because Jehovah did this for me when I came up from Egypt. And it shall be to you as a sign on your hand and between your eyes, as a memorial that the Torah of Jehovah may be in your mouth. For with a mighty hand Jehovah has brought you out of Egypt. Therefore you shall keep this ordinance in its season, from year to year. And it shall be when Jehovah brings you into the land of the Canaanite, as he swore to you and your fathers, and gives it to you, that you shall set apart all that open the womb to Jehovah. That is every firstborn that comes from an animal which you have. The males shall be Jehovah's. But every firstborn of a donkey you shall redeem with a lamb. And if you will not redeem it then, you shall break its neck. And all the firstborn of man among your sons you shall redeem. And it shall be when your son asks you in time to come, saying, What is this? That you shall say to him, By strength of the hand of YHWH brought us out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh was stubborn about letting us go, that YHWH killed all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beast. Upon thus I sacrifice to YHWH all males that open the womb, but all the firstborn son I will redeem. May Jehovah bless you and keep you. May Jehovah cause his face to shine on you and be gracious to you. May Jehovah bless you and keep you. May Jehovah lift up his countenance on you and give you peace. Yivrechecha Yehovah v'yishmerecha. Yair Yehovah panav elecha v'yonecha. Yisa Yehovah panav elecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom.